Hello everybody, this is Chris. Welcome back. Hope you can hear me well. It's been quite a while, so I appreciate the fact that you're here. It's been quite a while. I should have done a stream yesterday, but we're here now. My sister had a baby, so I was really happy to see her and see the baby. So that's why yesterday I couldn't meet you guys. But yeah, today we're gonna do a contest. We're gonna review some entries. The idea is to review some of the thumbnails you sent in. It's quite interesting that we got quite a few entries. Here are the entries. We've got 14 in total, so this should be quite interesting. Now, before we get into it, I want to quickly show you a few things, and maybe you missed some of the announcements. This is one of my latest websites that I designed. It's actually an online business. And if you want to follow along and see what's going on here, you can check out this course. Basically, we're going to build two online businesses and we're going to do some fun stuff. So this is the website. The idea is to keep it under $2,000 and actually make a profit without any staff. So that's one of the updates. And the second update is that I did a lot of filming here. I think maybe 4 sections in total, maybe 40 videos. So yeah, be sure to check out the updated course. It's a lot of new content. It's brand new 2022, so be sure to check it out. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, basically we do have all of this, all of these artboards, but yeah, that's included in this particular course. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. So this is what you're here for. 25 bucks, a YouTube thumbnail. So let's see what's what. In case there's anything, yeah, let me know in the chat right here. We do have a chat system. I do have a brand new camera. So hopefully the quality is a bit better, though Discord does limit it to 720p like it's 2005. So we're gonna have to make do. So let's see what's what. Let me switch to screen share because I think that's the most important bit. Boom. Okay, there you go. So yeah, just real quick, because I think you didn't catch that. The guys on YouTube catch that. But yeah, basically this course is brand new and you should definitely check it out because we're actually building a business and it's quite interesting. The website is actually live right here and you can see it. So this is going to be a step-by-step thing where I'm going to show how I do Facebook ads, how I create the copy, how I create the creatives, how I run Facebook ads, basically everything. So we're actually going to do a business together. Plus, again, the freelancing course has been updated, 40 new videos, at least 40 new videos. Now, let's get to the entries, 14 entries in total. So I'm going to need your help. We're going to do a poll. So be sure to stick around here. So let's see what we can do. Now, the idea was to create a YouTube thumbnail for one of my videos. Now, immediately we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem because one of the thumbnails that stands out is this one right here. Well, this one and this one, right? The top right. So this one and this one. Now, the question is, should we allow this thumbnail? Should we allow these two entries in the contest? Because the rules were pretty clear. The idea was to create a thumbnail for one particular video, why you should learn Photoshop in 2022. So basically, this designer just decided, hey, you know what? I don't like briefs. I'm going to do my own thing. So now the question is, should we allow this designer to participate in this contest? Again, the rules were quite clear. Where are the rules? Did somewhere here, contest talk, did somewhere here. The idea is it's pretty clear that, you know, it should have been for one particular video. So yeah, he basically didn't follow the brief. So yeah, that's the first thing. Should we allow him to participate? Let's do a poll in the channel. Yes, he should be allowed to participate. No, because he didn't follow the brief. Guys, please go to the general channel and let me know what you think, because again, this is quite important. We're gonna do thumbs up, thumbs down. Well, thumbs up actually, because again, the guy just didn't follow the brief. So everybody did why you should learn Photoshop in 2022. This guy did, I saved $9,000 using Photoshop. Now again, the thing is, it's quite catching, right? Especially this one right here. I quite like it, right? And I think most of you guys are going to be drawn to it as well because it does catch your eye. The typography is quite nice. The contrast is quite nice. But he didn't follow the brief. So if you don't follow the brief, how are you supposed to win, right? So please let me know. Some say yes, some say no. I'm gonna wait a bit more. In the meanwhile, let's start eliminating some of the ones that aren't all that great. First of all, props to this particular designer because he included a mock-up. This guy is the only guy who actually included a mock-up. So, you know, 5 points to this guy. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything special with this particular thumbnail. So while I really appreciate the fact that you're the only one who actually included a mock-up, the design itself I don't think is all that great. Speaking of not all that great, I think this one is the weakest one, so I think we should eliminate it. Because the typography isn't all that great, you can see there's a difference in line height here. So check out this spacing right here, then check out this spacing right here. You can see that it just doesn't make any sense, nor here as well. So this one isn't all that great. I'm just seeing the icon right here. You can barely see it, so yeah, that's not gonna be okay. More than that, we see 3 versions that are basically identical. I mean, it's the same idea with a few tweaks. Especially these two. Okay, I think I'm gonna eliminate both. And there's one reason in particular. So these are basically identical. So when you change just the background color and you're basically asking me, hey Chris, you decide. I have no idea. You should decide. I don't appreciate that. You should do your job as a professional and you should present the best versions. If you have 2 things that are 98% identical, 98%, then it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So because of that, I think we should eliminate this entry. Seems like people are quite okay with letting this guy participate. That's cool. Let's see what else. Okay, you can see here, this is quite an interesting composition. So I do appreciate the fact that this guy actually took the time to cut me out, to eliminate my background. It's a pretty good job, especially when you zoom out. But this part right here, you can't actually see it. Here's why you should learn Photoshop. You can't really see it. So even though you included some stuff right here and it's interesting, I don't think you can actually read the text well enough. Here again, this is even better. You know, I do appreciate this part right here. I appreciate this part right here. I obviously missed the marquee tool. I hope you guys can see that, right? Because I'm constantly using a rectangle. I do miss the marquee tool from Photoshop. But yeah, I think I'm gonna eliminate this one. This one we'll see. Let's see what else. This one is quite nice. I have to say that this one is quite nice. So we'll leave it. This one is text heavy, but it does catch your eye. Pretty good. Let's see what else. Black and white, pretty good. I think again, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to eliminate this one. I'm sorry, but it's not as good as the other ones, especially this one right here, the second one. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to eliminate you, even though again, you included a mock-up and I really appreciate the fact that you did that. If this was a contest, I would probably give you feedback and I would probably put you as the front runner. But unfortunately, this is not a contest. It's a 1-round thing. No feedback, so it is what it is. I think I'm gonna eliminate this one as well because it's a bit too plain and you can't really see what's going on in the background. You can see all these lovely screens. Yeah, I appreciate them, but unfortunately, it's not interesting enough. Nor do I appreciate this one right here. Why you should learn Photoshop. I think because you played around with the letter spacing, this is throwing me off. It basically seems like you're using way too many fonts here. So Y is different, Learn is different, Photoshop is different because of the color. 2022 is again different. So yeah, nah, I think I'm gonna eliminate it. So let's see. This one again, it's a bit simple, a bit too simple. I'm not really sure what this path was supposed to do. Props for you for using the pen tool though. I do appreciate the pen tool, so congrats on that. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to eliminate it because when you see all of them right here, I do think you're outmatched. And I have to say this one as well. I do appreciate this shape right here, the show transform controls. It's something really interesting. I do appreciate it. I do like the stroke. I think that's a great move on your end. It's one of the tricks you can do to actually make your life easier. Just use a thick stroke. I would say probably a bit thicker, so you can hide any imperfections, around the hair. Black and white. This part right here, you can't really see it. You can't really read it. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to eliminate it. So let's see. It's up to let's actually number them. So we have one. Let's actually make this smaller. So we have one. Let's actually do a stroke as well, so you guys can actually see what's going on. So we have one, then 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So let's see what's what. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, indeed, but you actually didn't use the title. I do understand what you're saying. It's basically a part of the video, how I saved $9,000, but that's not the actual video title. So some people may say that's clickbait. When the title is different than the thumbnail, you may say that, it's something completely different. Now, it is debatable, but the people said, it's close enough. It's 4 to 5. I think I'm going to allow it. It's close enough where I can allow it. But yeah, in general, I think you should stay away from doing something completely different. Now, your title is actually better, how I saved $9,000. But again, in general, you should go by the title of the video. So yeah, I think you should really stay away from that, from doing something different. Now, let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You know what? I think 4 isn't good enough. So I think I'm gonna do something like that. I think it's between these ones. Now let's take it step by step. So this one, I do appreciate the highlight. You can see there's a highlight behind me, some type of light. I do appreciate that. Let me quickly delete this one. I do appreciate these squiggly lines. They do add some character, some texture. I appreciate the show transform controls. This is quite interesting. Photoshop is written quite nicely. I would say that probably yellow would be a better color for 2022. Now, I do understand that you wanted to use the same color as the Photoshop icon, but again, yellow would have been a bit better, yellow or orange. But yeah, I think this one is one of my favorites. Now, the second one, it's busier. I can tell you that. It's busy. It's busier. It's not as clean. The first one is much cleaner. The drop shadow, it does help with the contrast. When it's so up close, it does bother me, but when you zoom out, I think it does help. I'm not sure about 2 colors. I do appreciate the exclamation point and the question mark. I think this is quite good. But again, the contrast is a bit iffy. I think you should have used something like yellow, right? So something like 2022, right? Let's go with Boss for example. And if you went for, I think something like this, I think this would have worked much better, Something like this probably would have been a lot better. Obviously, the stroke is throwing us off. Let's remove the stroke. So you can see the difference is quite significant. And if we did use a stroke, actually no stroke. I think this is a bit better. So yeah, I think I do prefer number 1 versus 2, but I think this is still in the running. Then number 3. Again, lovely, striking, the colors, they do stand out. This is actually from one of my courses, so I do appreciate that. Exactly this type of layout I used in Ultimate Graphic Design, build a portfolio, 40 projects. So you know what you did. This is actually something quite smart, because when you do something that the client actually decided on in the previous design, he's gonna like it, right? So if he chose a specific color, if he chose a specific layout, if you do something like that, he's gonna like it and you're gonna be a front runner. So with all human, right? So again, I really appreciate the fact that he used something that I previously used. It put a smile on my face and subconsciously I'm just drawn to it. And again, it's It's really something, leaving all the design aside, you know, the contrast, the typography, I'm drawn to it because it's something I made. It's a layout that I used in the past. So that's quite smart. The fonts, beautiful, they stand out. 9,000, the contrast is a bit iffy. It's not great, but because the font is so chunky, I'm gonna allow it. It does make a whole lot of sense. So I think this is more striking. I think if you were to judge them just by the click-through rate, what people would actually click, I think number 3 would actually get more clicks versus number 1. Now, regarding number 4, so money is a big thing. This is specific for YouTube. I think a lot of people would click on this particular thumbnail. The neon green is striking. In general, you shouldn't use it, but because this is YouTube, it does work. So on YouTube, it's a whole different animal where striking colors, big strokes work. So yeah, I think it's quite smart. I think it's quite smart. Man, this is tricky. This is difficult. Guys, I'm gonna need your help. Let's do a poll. Let's do a vote. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna quickly do a poll in the general channel. So design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4. Please help me out with a vote because this is quite difficult. I wasn't expecting it to be this difficult. But yeah, please help me out with a vote here because there's no clear winner in my book. Really, it's... So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me actually make these just a bit smaller. Let me do 100 for example. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna shrink this as well. Maybe do a yellow. 07. Maybe do black. Yeah, let's go with black. Black. Okay. So yeah, this was quite interesting. This is one of the best contests, to be honest. I really appreciate the fact that you guys participated and that you actually took the time to design them. The level of quality is quite high. And here's the thing, all of these guys, I'm not sure if it's 1 designer or 2 designers or 4 designers. With this level of quality, I would happily pay 50 to 100 bucks per YouTube thumbnail. So this is a level of quality where you can actually make money with it. So I'm quite happy with that. Man, it's so tight. It's so tight. It's 4 all across the board. Come on, guys, help me out. Let's do something. Let's do a tiebreaker or something. So again, number 1 is striking. Number 2, it's a bit busier. I think I'm gonna eliminate 2, so we can make this a bit easier. I think I'm gonna eliminate this one. Okay, so we're gonna have 1, 3, and 4. Do we go with the cleaner one, number 1, or do we go with the ego boost? Do we go with the ego boost, number 3 and number 4? Well, again, the layout is quite interesting. I think I'm gonna go with number 4. I think number 4 is a bit better. So it seems like number 3 was the one that is the one that's actually in the lead. But man, it's so close. Guys, help me out. What's going on here? I'm pretty sure that this is fixed. I'm quite certain that this is fixed, but I can't split the money up, so it is what it is. 25 bucks for the winner. Okay. I'm gonna go with number 4, guys. I'm gonna go with number 4. But you know what? We're gonna do more contests. So even though you didn't win this one, if you participated, I'm really happy with the level of quality here. Even though you're messing up the poll, I do appreciate the fact that you're active and that you did design some nice stuff. Overall, you know, even the ones that I quickly eliminated, I think when comparing your design with these other ones, I think you can see where you could improve, where you can do a lot of things, where you can really make something stand out and pop. Because again, if it's YouTube, it does need to stand out. So I'm gonna go with number 4, guys. I'm gonna go with number 4. So design number 4 is the winner. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm gonna post this everywhere so people know that this guy is the winner. Please send me the PNG at a large size, full HD. And after that, yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna send you 25 bucks. Send me your PayPal at my email address. And yeah, guys, this was great. We have to do it again. I'm gonna think about what should be the next contest. I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna post probably a contest tomorrow. We're gonna go back to a weekly schedule. So again, be sure to stay active. And yeah, again, I hope you appreciate the new camera, because I did a lot of setup here, trying to make the quality a bit better. Unfortunately, we don't have any money for the 1080p. We don't have any server boosts. But again, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, my apologies that I didn't post yesterday. But yeah, hopefully this was quite insightful. Because again, the level of quality was awesome. Oh, before I go, there may be an opportunity for the big web design project. I'm chatting with quite a few friends, and two companies want a complete website redesign plus a mobile version. So that may be something quite interesting. I'm gonna Please don't message me about it. I'm gonna post something probably in the server when they decide what's their budget and whatnot. But basically, yeah, the most active people are gonna be the front runners. So if I haven't seen you in 6 months and then you want this project, probably I'm gonna favor the ones that are active every single day. It's just my way of giving back to the community. In case you haven't seen your design, I'm really sorry about that. I took a look at my inbox. I downloaded absolutely everything here. So yeah, I'm not sure why I missed it. If you think there's been some type of mistake, just let me know, and we'll do a redo. But for now, number 4 is the winner. This one right here. Thank you so much for participating. This is Chris signing out. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna see you real soon. Bye.